All right.
Jeez, I just need to tear out the idea number one.
I'm just going to share it to my page.
There we go.
There you go. Claire, ready for the night?
Yes. How are you today, Andrea?
Fabulous. And I've got a story, and this story have got to do with a cup, which I'm going to show shortly. What I'm very interested is actually behind you, that background, the innovation S curve. You know, our glass curve, I know, Claire. S curve, what is that?
S curve. Sexy curve.
Whoa, big
S
word.
S curve. A very big word. But if we understand the power of S curve, then we know how relevant it is. By the way, Andrea, today, what session are we on today?
The perfect 7.
Yes, we are on our 7th sales wiring session.
Yep. And this morning, earlier on this morning, we have announced that we will officially have live at 7:45. I repeat again, 7:45, as our sessions, our program will be starting very, very soon, and the programs will all start at 8 p.m.
Short and sweet. And if you do miss us on live, you can always catch us on our Facebook.
And maybe soon LinkedIn.
Maybe soon LinkedIn. Because sales wiring specialists, we are here for individuals and for businesses.
Yep.
I'm excited because finally I'm putting all my 18 years of experience in my corporate, in sales, freelance sales, personal sales, corporate sales, putting it all together, in a fantastic approach, which we're going to share to all of you.
Claire, would you say that you have innovated your own S curve?
Andrea, to be honest, even though I studied marketing in my university like 20 over years ago, at that time, I remember I did not learn any S curve. I learned a lot of theories, but S curve is something new, and perhaps I did hear about it, but it didn't really impact me until I realized that I hear about the product life cycle a lot, product life cycle, but the S curve is really relevant because it's like giving me a conscious effort to always be prepared. Like, I'm getting comfortable to be uncomfortable. That's the right word. So the S curve is a reminder, being 18 years in this industry, honestly, there comes a time when we are like a plateau, just straight. Then we realize that, wow, and then COVID comes and the pandemic, and then it's like, what's happening? And then depression sets in for some, even including myself. At the time, I'm thinking, what's happening?
Yep.
So I'm so glad I learned about this early.
I'm also very glad that you are actually sharing about S curve today, because I also feel that S curve, it's also related very much to my life cycle, where I'm at the stage of looking for different things that I need in life, and thus how do I disrupt my own products and my offering to cater to what's my life purpose now.
I like the way you say disrupt your current product offerings. And Andrea, that takes a lot of guts, wisdom, takes a lot to be able to think you want to disrupt what is already, you have set.
Your favorite phrase, Claire, fix it if it's not broken.
It ain't broken if it's not broken.
Yep.
So you keep looking at it.
Yep. And what more is, it's during this period of time that's most needed to relook at it because consumer behavior have changed, how people socialize have changed, how people make money would have changed.
Andrea, this morning we had a very wonderful conversation with a good friend. Yeah, overseas,
Indeed,
right? Maybe
indeed,
maybe we should share with our audience today.
indeed. And it's largely related to this curve. If you look at this particular curve, there's two curves up there. So product A as well as product B. So from a boss's or a business owner's end in mind, they would love to sell for larger ticket size, premium ticket size, being very professional, always offering better quality products to clients as customers. However, that little audit or that little check, health check,
Mhm.
you check, not talking about your
Pulse check.
pulse check, not talking about your blood pressure and blood tests and all that, okay? We're talking about a pulse check to look at the ability of the sales team, the selling skills. Are they able to cater for the premium market?
Because normally top management, when they do their planning, or any CEO or any business owner will want, like you say, the big ticket size, yeah, big ticket sales, the big profits. But then we realize there's a big gap.
Yep, definitely. And I always use a cup to relate to this particular metaphor. So I've got a cup here. Simple as it is, we have got cups lying everywhere in the house, right?
Yeah.
Why do I use this cup to actually share about this today's topic is such? So as a company or even an individual, we keep improving our sales skill, which is the drinks that we put in there. Okay. However, little did you know, in order to pour more drinks, what must you have? A bigger cup, right?
Yeah.
So do you have a bigger cup to contain that bigger earnings that is going to come? So there's a few tier or level of changes that's needed to be done.
Can we say the cup could also relate to your mind, your mindset?
Let me show you some magic.
Oh, that's
Ta-da!
magical. Where did you get that?
Technology brings us to this path. So you see, on one end, skills, the brain, factual,
Right.
right? The other side of things, do you have that abundance or that money mindset, that wealth mindset to be able to hold more wealth, to be able to close bigger sales?
Is that to link to the mentality?
Yep. So it takes a different skills to make a 100 ringgit commission or $100 commission. It takes a whole new mindset and skill set to deal with 100,000 commission.
Right.
And here we are at sales wiring specialists. Our role is to stretch you that far.
And I'm actually very honored because as we are preparing every time, 3 times a week to speak to you, as we are researching, honestly, myself, it's like I'm having a growth mindset, because we talk about every day, how can we be 1% better today than yesterday? I keep singing that song because I'm telling myself, wow, by end of the year, if I am 365% better, I want to have a big cup that is ready to just achieve that. Like what you say, Andrea, the bigger cup. But it takes, so the 1% is fair. Not asking you to jump small cup to big cup like that, but it takes time. But the conscious effort is amazing.
And we will consciously and effortlessly go through with you again and again on this definition, how you define money, how you see the context of money and wealth. And thus, if there are historical meaning that's always in that emotions that you have, perhaps let us pass through, like hold your hands to actually go through this time with you. and grow together in that area. So by the time that we actually see that contract of such size, psychologically wise, you are still very stable to be able to handle such contract.
The thing is, Andrea, you shared with me today about an article. Was it by Jack Ma?
Yep, yep. So Jack Ma is always talking about knowledge. He's always talking about growth. He's always talking about how we could actually get better and better of ourselves. Yep. And if you think about like how he even started that whole idea of Alibaba, when no one had that idea.
Yeah, I thought it was a stupid idea in the beginning.
And what I really like when you say the word stupid idea makes the most money. It's the stupid idea that makes the money.
I love the word stupid, yeah, because it's just like a catalyst for me. Wow, stupidness is great. It's great. It's a great idea.
You're daring enough. If people tell you that your ideas is stupid, that's good to launch. If people tell you, oh, I've tried that 2 years ago, then and you go ahead and launch it, that's too old in the market already.
And Jack Ma in the article also mentioned about what needs to change. The education. Okay. What are the things that needs to change? It's not so much about the depth. We always talk about, I remember I'm studying, doing all kinds of acquire as much knowledge as possible. Right now, being a certified professional marketer, thinking that I want to find out all about Asia, statistics, and all those things. But then it's not about the depth, because the future is about the breadth. That's exciting. I say, why breadth, not depth? So that's the one.
It's your thinking, it's your critical, it's how you actually relate to human relationship and solve their problems. Solving their problems will bring where the wealth is.
Yes. And the breadth is your ability to adapt. It's like this word. Would you rather be a generalist or a specialist? I remember when I was younger, a generalist or specialist. And now I look back, I understand now why. When my first job, the chairman said, even though you studied marketing or you study finance, but you're going to come on board here for 3 years, we will expose you to every different department so that you will learn. You will be a generalist, be a great general in generalists. And I never really got to understand. But today, connecting back the dots, I'm so happy as a marketer. I learned about internal audit for 1 year, moving around to audit accountants to understand. And so it's coming out of the comfort zone to learn something. Yeah.
And Claire, to add on to that point about breadth and as well as how you were actually going to every department to understand, it brought down to something that I was also thinking very hard and something that we posted on LinkedIn today, that sales is actually for everyone.
Tell me someone who doesn't do sales.
Whether you're going through an interview, you're selling yourself, and the person that wants you to join the HR department that interviews you is selling the company. That's to begin with. And then of course there's the branding that the company does to attract you to love the brand, advocate the brand, be a fan of that brand. And then there's also the salespeople who are actually talking to actual customers. The CEO probably have got to do these presentations to investors, stakeholders, the banks, to sell their company to the bank for loans or investors for loans and capital investment. So who's not selling?
Right. Who's not selling? So imagine if we are in a team and everyone right from even the tea lady, you're talking about, if you are even a freelancer working for an organization, serving an organization, you will be so proud. If even the tea lady, the telemarketer, everyone in the company behaves like a salesperson, understanding the product or services, understanding the importance of wowing the customers. Now they understand sales because everyone plays a role. Imagine if you were alone going out there battling it, getting the customers, you tell them how good the product is, and then they come on, call, make a phone call, and the person on the other side, bad customer service, make you hold on, whatever you say, whatever you promise just doesn't match.
Mm.
Wow.
That whole experience didn't quite match whatever your presentation or that branding shows. There's no congruent onto it as well.
So that's why we say sales wiring for individuals and the teams, the businesses. Bring in your team.
That's one spectrum, and the other spectrum, it's also where, every other product development could be actually redeveloped and reserved another group of customers, for example. Where we're talking about the product A and product B here.
Mm.
So what have changed in the current economy that potentially you saw some place or some things that could serve a particular solution or particular need?
Can you share more what is about this product A and product B?
Okay, so for example, now let's talk about a restaurant business, for example. So those days, very much during lunchtime, we go for lunch. Walk to the nearest out of the office, go out for lunch in a group. However, now what product B is probably about, hey, could you put up a bento set and deliver it to the team, and then they may even do like a e-party kind of thing on Zoom or on Teams, and still have that gathering time to eat together in a different manner. However, from the restaurant's point of view, things would have changed a little bit because of how you offer the food.
I like that. And the S curve, doesn't stop at product B.
Correct.
So you keep innovating and you keep thinking about what else could I do that even maybe no one else is doing, or you may copy an idea and you just tweak idea. But the whole idea is about the innovation, about keep innovating, because remember this, we are co-creating our products. Don't have to and benchmark. What is our competitor doing? We need to look at them.
Even if you're not serving, if for example those days you run a restaurant and now you are serving bento ready-made lunches, that the delivery services could pick up. The other thing that it's also becoming popular, it's could you pre-ready something that I could heat up, or very little work to be done on it, and I can still balance between a healthy meal at home by just heating up a certain things, or do minimal on what is needed.
Andrea, we have some interesting feedback here at our Facebook Live.
Su Hui. Hi, Sue. We are all selling, just a matter of how you see it. A mom is selling the idea of vegetables is good for the kids. I used to sell to my manager why I should be given a day off during peak season.
That is
Absolutely.
Right. Correct. I think the day that we were born, we came out to the world, we were crying and asking for the susu, the milk, for survival.
Yep.
You are right.
Yep, indeed.
Then I did share that the thing is, see, we were such great sales people when we came out to this world. But what happened as time passes? So the fear, some people got the fear sets in.
It goes back to what Jack Ma said, the education. The education system taken away with the innovation, the creativity, and that just ability of trusting the other person and just voice out.
So this term, agility, adaptability, keeps coming. It's how fast you can adapt and change.
And more importantly, at Sales Wiring Specialist is also about that trustworthy, safe environment in that peer learning, that we could do mastermind sessions, we could do brainstorm sessions where new ideas could take off. Your product B, C, D, E, F, G until Z can take off.
Correct. And the best part is in a community, like when you, let's say you are in a food business, it doesn't mean that you need all the experts in the food to actually give you an idea. So that's why sometimes they have CEOs of different industries coming in because of the new ideas. People with no experience come in with a fresh idea.
Mm.
So that's the power of the peer learning that we will do, the mastermind session where you learn this technique and then you can share with the community.
And within your community, you could actually quickly do a poll, do a small focus group and market research to quickly collect some information. And with that minimal spent and the amount of time spent, you actually the product reaches the market very, very much faster than the typical old process of launching a product.
And all you need is just have 10 people in the room, spend your time to interview and let them try your product, do this 10. That would be great. Get you to move, get you moving.
Yep. So for the solopreneurs or even gig workers or SMEs even, let's not be fearful over the big word of big market research reports anymore.
Be fear.
Yep. So we could actually do what we need in our area of niche in a very timely as well as cost-effective manner that still gives you that message or that information that is required in
Right.
the peer learning.
Yeah. And what's more valuable, what is a more valuable asset will be the voices of the people, not some data that was you spend years and years of researching because people just move and change so fast. So that's the good news. That's good news. So it's about adaptive for us.
And the amount of you talk about a typical collection from the market research report, it goes from the interviewees to the interviewers to so many hands from the market research to the analysis or to someone who reads that data and give you that last report. And then time is one thing. The amount of hands would cost a lot of money. And by the time you're talking about, hey, what is it like post-COVID? You really can't wait for these reports. So we urge you to take your decision now to be with us in the Sales Wiring Specialist Program. We are starting very, very soon, this month itself.
And that's how many more days?
Oh, that is just one more week from now, 1.5 more weeks from now. We're starting on the 17th, which is a Tuesday night at 8 p.m. So it's going to be every Tuesday and Friday, 8 p.m.
Honestly, only join us if you are ready, to be disrupted. Meaning that you're moving on, you want to have your S-curve, you want to really move out of your comfort zone and be 1% better every single day.
Wow.
Because Andrea, tell them what kind of pricing that we are charging for this.
For 188, not USD, ringgit. It's 8 sessions over 4 months. We're gonna hold
4 sessions, 4 weeks.
Oh, sorry, not 4 months. For over 1 month, 4 weeks, 8 classes.
8 classes. Okay, I've got friends who ask me, 1 session or 8 sessions? Okay. Now,
Claire, you did the wrong pricing, is it?
why are we doing this? Because honestly, a lot of my friends personally have been retrenched, and it's not so easy to just get another job, all right? But they now need to immediately think about, wow, so what can I do? This is sales job? I can't be doing sales job. I hate sales. I can't even sell. But that's not the point. Because if you're going to queue and wait for another job, and your livelihood is at stake.
If you are in the same job for the last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or even more than that, and you suddenly realize that, hey, that job is no longer available, and you are in that cross juncture of picking up something new, yes, we are talking to you right now.
And we're gonna be very bold because enough of, maybe enough of trainers telling you, wow, you're great, you're wonderful, you're good, but we're just going to go, let you do a pulse check on yourself. Even myself, I just love this thing where, let's be transparent, let's be authentic. Where are we now? And we all need help. Yeah, we are all in this community. And it works out to Andrea, it works out to each session with us is just 20 ringgit. It's like you pay for your own Starbucks coffee. Yeah, and join this community. So some people ask, after 1 month, then what happens?
Well, after 1 month, we will say goodbye. Oh, no, that's not what it is. After 1 month, what we'll do is we've got a subscription model of which you can continue to rewire with us. Why do you need that? Remember earlier on, I showed you that cup?
Ooh, that magical cup.
Woo. You see, the thing is that the cup needs to get bigger and bigger. Rewiring needs to continuously being stretched that way too.
And the subscription model is optional because, especially in sales, we want to support the freelancers, who need support maybe first 2-3 months, because you will learn about the magical sales formula that will be customized to your service or your industry, and how much you want to earn depends on you. Because in sales, what do we say? The sky is the limits, and we respect, because everyone comes in at different level, whatever amounts that you want. So it's up to you.
So if you are looking for a success partner after the first month of the program, join us on the subscription.
Which is only how much? And
oh, our favorite number.
Subscription model.
Our favorite number. So if you think that that whole program costs you 188, this is going to be the unbelievable number.
2 digits only.
And our favorite digit is starting with the number 8.
Yeah, 88.
And 88 to pay for a success partner? Wow.
Are we disrupting the market?
Yes, we are.
Tomorrow I will need your help.
Are we going to continue to disrupt the market together with you? That's your choice.
We continue going to have our S-curve, and together we're going to make a difference.
Not just Malaysia, to the world as well.
And if you'd like to join us together with the world, why not? Why not? We grow together.
If you want to grow together with us and be part of the sales wiring program, do PM me, do PM Claire, and we'll get back to you.
That's right.
Yep. That's all for today.
That's all for today.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Have a great